Hi everyone, I'm Betherlyn Alpanawan and today I will discuss the understanding learning and knowledge acquisition. So let's start. The primary reasons that humans have survived for more than a million years now is that they are capable of learning. People have made tremendous innovations because of their ability to learn. They have the capacity to amass voluminous bits of information because of learning. It is common to think of learning as something that takes place in school, but much of human learning occurs outside the classroom. And people continue to learn throughout their lives because learning continues throughout our lives and affects almost everything we do. The study of learning is important in many different fields. Here are the later notions on learning. So according to René Descartes, the relationship between mind and body, he believed that the mind could initiate behavior, while John Locke believed that the infant's mind at birth is a tabula rasa. It means that there is nothing in the mind that is not first in the senses except the mind itself. According to Franz Joseph Gall, it, he examined the shape of the skull and concluded that its faculties are located in specific parts of the brain. His study is called phrenology. Charles Darwin introduced the theory of evolution, or also known as the survival of the fittest. He perceived human beings as a combination of biological heritage and human experiences. So, lastly is Hermann Ebbinghaus stated that learning and memory can be studied experimentally. He introduced the nonsense material. So, the nature of learning. So, life consists of continuous experiences. Some skills are learned like throwing a ball, playing the piano, and computer programming. Other skills are not considered as learned, like discriminating hamburgers of Jollibee from McDonald's. However, these states are actually also learned. So what is learning? Learning means gaining knowledge or skill. It's a way of knowing things. Is an increase in knowledge. Is the method of acquiring information. Is a way of thinking. Is the process of storing ideas. Is the process of memorization. So what is change? So the term learning does not apply to temporary change in behavior, such as to those resulting from drugs, illness, or fatigue. It does not refer to changes resulting from maturation or biological influence. Changes produced by learning are not always positive in nature. So behavior. The changes brought about by learnings are relatively permanent. So experience. So learning can result from vicarious as well as direct experiences. One can be affected by observing events and behavior in the environment, as well as by participating in them. So here are some definitions of learning. So learning is a reflective process whereby the learner either develops new insights and understanding or changes and restructures his or her mental processes. The next one is learning is an integrated, ongoing process occurring within the individual, enabling him to meet specific aims, fulfill his needs and interests, and cope with the learning process. This process involves unfreezing, problem diagnosis, goal setting, new behavior, and refreezing. Next one is learning is a change in an individual caused by experience. The next one is learning is the acquisition through maturation, and experience of new and more knowledge, skills, and attitudes that will enable the learner to make better and more adequate reactions, responses, and adjustments to new situations. So here are the essential aspects of the learning process. The first one is motivation. It is an organism is constantly being bombarded by a lot of stimulus from the environment. One's response to any stimulus is directly proportional to the relative strengths of one's motive. The next one is goal. Behavior being purposive is oriented towards a goal. What determines whether or not a person will strive towards a goal? What determines whether or not a person will strive towards a goal is the perceived probability of success. The next one is readiness. Depends on training, experience, and heredity. It is rated according to first one is psychological factors, maturization of sense organs. Next one is psychological factors, which means motives, emotional factors, and self-concept. The third one, experimental factors, which is previously learned skills concepts. The next one is obstacle. It is the presence of obstacles in an occasion of learning new modes of adjustments. It is a hindrance or deterrence that challenges the learners. Next one is the response. It is the actions or behavior tendencies according to one's interpretation of the situation. It may take the form of direct attack or a form in a circumventing manner, what we call going around the bush. So here are the ways of learning. L stands for listen, L stands for listen, E stands for evolve, A stands for adopt, R stands for reciprocate, N stands for network, I stands for integrate, and N stands for navigate, and G stands for grow. And that's all. Thank you.